welcome Alyssa Edwards to the Loft Sessions. Thank you so much for joining us. We're really excited for your show.
Well, thank you for having me over here on the Loft Sessions. Yes, backstage.
Not the Love Sessions.
Not the love. See,
Yeah.
I think the
We
love
wish it
sounds
was
really
now.
cute, though. The Love
It does
Sessions.
sound cute.
You know, I got my little lovey nighty on.
I know, I did see that earlier and I thought I
It's
might
subtle,
love it.
girl. It's subtle and simple.
Beautiful.
Thank you.
But yeah, we're totally excited to have you here. We just want to talk about, you, Alyssa Edwards. An amazing
My favorite
drag
topic,
queen.
by the way. Thank you.
Amazing. So, we just want to have a little conversation with you before, you jet off and do your thing. So, you've talked about being like a young, gay person who's always been very shy. Kind of how has the creation of the character Alyssa Edwards kind of, affected you as a person, and what has she taught you?
That's exactly why I said it's my favorite topic to talk about, because I created this character from scratch in Mesquite. I'm one of 7, a large family, and I grew up before there was a Google and a Grindr and a search engine and all of these things, Facebooks and Instagrams. Mm-hmm. So I learned to entertain myself as a small boy early on. The very first time I put on a wig was the very first time every insecurity, every fear, every doubt diminished.
Just vanished, yeah.
It was like that moment in your life, I know that was, I'm tone deaf, just, edit that out. And I remember distinctly, I will never forget that night, because I saw drag. I was like 19 or 20 years old. I went to a gay bar. It was a culture shock for me. And I stood in the back of the room and I saw this. It was so campy and so silly. But there were so many people that were smiling and laughing that it inspired me. And I thought, this person is so much bigger than just an entertainer. And the applause got louder. And that's really what stimulated in my head to this could be fun for you to do. And I entered my first open talent night. I walked up. I didn't have a name. I took my CD to the MC. CD. Oh, I just showed my age. Oh my gosh, I'm not old. I'm established. And she says to me, "What is your name?" And I said, "Oh, I don't have a name." She said, "Sweetie, you have about 3 minutes to give me a name." I said, "Alyssa." She said, "Alyssa." I said, "I love Alyssa Milano." And here we are, almost 20 years later.
Amazing. So, talking about, being a young person, getting introduced to drag, have you had a lot of support from your family and your community because to build you as a drag artist?
Definitely the community. In the South, it's very family oriented. That's why we have the House of Edwards, and you hear about these drag families. So I think, like I said, I was born into the Edwards family. Mm-hmm. And then my drag mom had decided she wasn't going to do drag anymore, and she's like, I'm leaving this legacy for you, Justin. And I think that I believe in fate, and I believe in destiny. I believe that this truly is my destiny, doing what I do. I will tell you, with my family, it's been a struggle. My father is a very masculine man. He rode a Harley Davidson motorcycle, long hair, and he believed boys wear blue and girls wear pink. And then there's
black and white.
And then there's me, his first son, with my mom. So it was tough because we never had that father-son bond. Mm-hmm. And maybe as much as I wanted it, it was just very tough. He wanted me to be an All-American baseball player, football player, and I wanted to be in the front yard twirling a baton or in my jazz class.
You always be the cheerleader.
Oh my gosh, please. I played Little League football. I broke my arm, and I was ate up because I got to sit on the bench and turn around and watch the cheerleaders. And I had 4 sisters, and that's what they got to do. So the great thing is, though, now, after being on Drag Race and Dancing Queen, there is, I think, a hole in my father's heart because he missed out on a lot of years.
Yeah.
A lot. And sometimes that distance, it's hard to get back what you've missed.
Yeah.
But I believe forgiveness is the strongest emotion next to love. We all as humans can feel the love sessions.
So, talking about being young and, you're having your father kind of seeing it all as black and white. Do you have like any advice that you would give to like, you know, young people who want to become, who idolize you, who want to be you, who want to have like the whole drag scene, who want to...
The greatest gift I've ever received is being the gift of a teacher. I definitely was born to be a teacher. I work with the youth of today and the future of tomorrow children, and it brings me and my life much joy. And I teach children more than just dance steps and choreography. My classes are inspirational because, you know, I watched the Rocky Horror Picture Show for the very first time for me, and I heard "Don't dream it, be it," and that stuck with me forever. Don't dream it, be it. And you can be anything that you want to be. There is one of you in this world. Be unique. Hold steadfast to your dreams and your goals and your ideas and work towards them. And I think sometimes it's not what place you finish, it's the journey that you'll remember. And be confident in who you are. Be proud. It took me many years for me to look in the mirror and love the reflection, the man that I seen. Many years. And I hope that with this new generation and up and coming, you know, world, that there's so many resources and outlets for kids that are lost or insecure or that feel hopeless. And I hope that they reach out and talk to someone and get involved in something, get in a program, a dance class. Dance saved my life. As I didn't have the right words to speak to the little boys. I was so socially awkward. I would be like, "Oh, you're wearing black. Is that your favorite color? So you love Halloween? What are you being for Halloween?" And they're like, "It's February." I just didn't really know how to make friends like that, you know? But I could go into dance and I didn't need words.
It's so self-expressive as well. Like.
They told my mom, I'll never forget this. I was 10 years old. They're like, "Justin is gifted. Like, he can hear music and, you know, create his own story." It's fascinating. So
amazing. So as well, I want to talk about Drag Race because we all know it's coming to the UK.
Yes.
Which we're all really excited about.
Well, fabulous. You all should be very excited.
Yeah,
the first in the world. I mean, we have a Thailand Drag Race, but this is a RuPaul's Drag Race. RuPaul is coming over here, and they're casting right now. Yeah,
so I want to know kind of how important is the UK to drag queens around the world, and why do you think that?
Well, you guys love drag here. You celebrate the art, the artistry, the creativity. And I think that for me coming here, this is like my 7th or 8th time. I now should get like a green card or a residency. You guys here, for me, what I love, don't fit into a square, a box, or a mold. And I appreciate that. Coming from where I grew up in drag, it was like almost there were rules. You do this, you don't do that, you don't do that. And I think in America, it could be a little bit of a cross between female impersonation, where here it's complete art, and I appreciate that so much. So this is great for them. This is a huge opportunity, and obviously the queens here have really stood out for them to say, we're going to bring this here.
Yeah, naturally. Because we know you've been to Brighton a few times as well.
Yes.
You've done Pride and stuff, and so we're honoured to have like such a strong drag community. How do you feel about like Brighton as a city?
Well, it's like every time I come here, it's raining, so Mother Nature knows I'm on the way and rolls in the storms. I love this pier right here. This is all beautiful, and it's all decorated for the holidays.
Isn't it?
Yeah, it is. And I will tell you this: the people in the meet and greet are also very friendly. Like, they come and they tell you we're inspired, we're thankful, we're grateful. All of the words that you're like, wow, this is really so fascinating to me, because if you would have asked me as a little boy, where do you see yourself in your future? I thought for a long time I'd be a child psychologist or a lawyer. I thought definitely a dance teacher. Yeah, and here I am in full drag in Brighton.
Yeah, looking amazing.
Thank you. It's like trick of fate, you know?
You know what your hair reminds me of? I was thinking,
what?
On Mean Girls, when Damien's like, "Oh my God, you're full of secrets."
Yes.
It's literally what it reminds
me
of.
Full of secrets, yes.
Literally.
And Damien on Broadway wears an Alyssa Edwards Beast t-shirt.
Oh, I did not know that.
Yes. Amazing. I did a little bit with him when I was just last in New York.
Oh, sound.
Yeah.
So quickly, I want to talk about your TV show as well, Dancing
Oh, please
Queen.
do. Now, this
Yes.
really is my favorite subject.
Well, I'm not surprised because it's bloody amazing. So it shows like highs and lows, everything. Do you have 3 words that you would kind of describe your life as a dance school owner / teacher for young people?
Imagine, create, inspire.
Amazing.
Anything you can
Perfect.
imagine, you can create, and hopefully it will inspire.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, that's very easy for me. I mean, because that is exactly why I opened the doors. And people always ask, why haven't you moved to school to downtown Dallas or to LA? Because there's another little Justin in Mesquite that didn't have the opportunities or resource. And it brings me much joy to be there in my hometown where I grew up. And 15 years later,
It's a long time.
it's a very long time. You know, I was a very young business owner with just a hope and a lot of prayers. A lot of passion, though. And that's what did it. And I think Dancing Queen, it's a hallmark of my life.
Mm-hmm. It's your thing. It's your baby, isn't it?
Oh my gosh, what's my life? You know, you embark on a journey like this, and you're like, what is this going to be like? You know, I didn't want another Dance Mom situation.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't need another, dramatic reality series. And when Netflix was very open to the idea that it would be shot as a docu-series, I was like, this is it. You know, there were a lot of private moments. I allowed myself to be very vulnerable in this series and really open up and show the man underneath the dress and behind the
That's
mask.
lovely for people to see though as well. Like
It's hard. I think when you build this outer shell that's so strong and it's like I've overcome, and a lot of those things, I'm glad that they happened, situations with my family while filming Dancing Queen, because we needed to talk. I had stored all that away in the closet for so long that it was time. And it happened organically, and I felt like the producers, they handled it with my sisters with care. When people are hurt, all they know how to do is hurt people. So it was all very beautiful.
I think people like to see as well such a strong person kind of being vulnerable, because it kind of, it shows other people that, you can like bare your soul and stuff. Like it shows people that you can kind of be yourself in front of the camera.
Yeah, I think, like I said, this took people on a journey. Maybe if they thought they had knew or an idea who they thought they knew or could have known, or maybe a small piece of who Alyssa Edwards really is. I think this gave a whole nother idea and realm, because we got to meet more of Justin and the struggle of being a drag performer, traveling the world, touring, doing my thing. And then we meet Justin, the business owner. I'm a man that wears a lot of hats, literally. And so I'm so proud.
Yeah.
I'm grateful, forever thankful. Those kids are the light of my life, and they bring me much joy. In fact, they're in competition this weekend.
Oh, amazing.
And it's like I'm watching as I'm painting.
Yeah.
I'm like watching on a live stream them dance. I'm giving critiques
like
and
a
notes.
proud mum.
Oh my gosh. I mean, I am really living my dream. I am living my dream. And we got to see me on an awkward date. And, it took me back to my childhood. And now I have a boyfriend of a year. So a little over a year. Very happy. And,
Amazing.
I'm so alive right now. It's like, I believe my book of life, it's already been written. It's just now being read out loud.
Yeah.
Chapter 38 right now is, oh my gosh, it's so alive. It's so
38.
colorful.
So I just want to know, can you describe 3 words, you as a drag queen? How would you describe this?
Oh gosh, damn. Okay, now this is where it gets hard. This is tricky. I definitely am Southern. 100%. I like big hair, long lashes, over the top. So that's all like Southern drag. I'm a passionate performer. I have a love for the stage. It's a lot of work. Oh my gosh. And I'm my biggest fan. I could sit in this mirror. Oh, I'm going to be late. I'm going to be late to every gig, because I have to get out of the mirror. This right here is the audience for me. I feel like I'm in a stadium. Every time I look at the mirror, I'm like, oh my gosh, these people are here.
I'm a babe.
It's just, it's really real. It's like a fantasy.
Yeah.
So I would definitely say passion. I'm truly passionate about the art form. And then I would say, at this point in my life, because you get to certain points where you feel, and your character evolves. Season 5, Alyssa evolved to All Stars 2. And then we've seen the evolution again with Dancing Queen. So I believe my character keeps evolving. And maybe that's with age. You know, I am like fine wine. You know, you get better with age and you become wiser. And there was a time when I was like, oh, I don't want to talk about my age. I don't want to... Hold on. I'm very proud. Very proud of myself. When I look in the mirror, I see someone that has overcome so much, that has worked so hard to get to where they are today. I see someone that is the definition of perseverance. And I think that would be the last adjective. And don't forget that. The next time I'll be here at Club Revenge or Pride, no, Drag Race UK would have already aired.
Yes.
So I'm going to give you all the deets, the lowdown, all of the Alyssa Edwards opinions, the Loft Sessions, and I'm going to interview you. Always and forever. Thank you guys so much for having me.
Thank you.
And thank you all for being such huge fans of Dancing Queen. If you have not seen it, it's streaming now on Netflix, an original series. Talk about a plot twist. I sashayed away 3 times and walked under my own series. Always and forever. I love you guys.
Thank you so much.